What
Hey,
is it?
hey.
It's attacking a giant nigga eyeball.
Yeah, tag of the eyelashes.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
see,
y'all.
we here. We here. We here. We
Right
here. We
here,
here.
right here for you. Savage AF is what we here for, as are you. We appreciate y'all for being here. I am Black Pedro.
I am Shang. Yeah,
There you go. Yep, yep.
yeah, that's who I am. I think.
Make sure you getting at us. We appreciate y'all being here. We're here Monday through Friday, live for you guys on YouTube and Facebook at the same damn time,
All at the
simultaneously
same damn time. Pull
live.
your pants up. Pull your pants up.
Watch out
Pull
now.
your pants up.
That's what's
Watch
wrong with
out
the
now.
generation.
All you
Monday.
niggas, niggas got your little short pants on. That's what it is. With your ass
Can't
crack
fight with
hanging
you.
out. That's what's wrong with you.
Goddamn.
Yo, but what
Ankles
time?
out.
What time we're here during the week? I'm not
So
sure.
so
Oh yeah, you know what time
Monday
we're
and Friday, Monday and Friday,
Monday, and
Friday. We're on 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, right through it. Tuesday through Thursday.
Yeah.
We are on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you happen to miss us live because I don't know, you got kidnapped or fell down some steps
You're
and
right.
broke your
You
neck,
got you know what? Or
high
maybe
OD'd on drugs, whatever your
yeah.
problem is.
Maybe
Uh,
you're just an irresponsible person and you just don't know how to handle your business pertaining
adulting's
to
hard.
Savage AF. Then what you can do is watch us on the YouTube, which is actually
Dang.
scrolling down there. It's scrolling. So make sure you check us out on the scrolling. And when you go to the YouTube, you got to do this. Ring the bell and also go to our page and give us some
thumb it up.
Give us some thumbs up. Yeah, give us some thumbs up. Also, we got the podcast version of the show. I don't want to brag, but I'm gonna show you this, Pedro. We just went
What planet
up
have we conquered now?
1 point up. I'm gonna show it right now on the screen
Which
for the
planet?
people that's listening. We went up to rank 223 on the charts. We went up 1 point on the Apple podcast in Kenya, and we went up 1 point on the Apple podcast in Azerbaijan.
No. I feel like that dash means we just stayed the same.
We stayed the same?
That's Azerbaijan.
Yeah. So I just want y'all to know we doing it big. You know.
Well, I mean, Africa coming through for us. Thank you, Kenya. I mean, can you tell your friends about the show?
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Oh,
I knew
man,
that was
sorry,
coming.
guys.
Yeah. It happened. That happened. It's not, and you know what? It happened. There's nothing
it was
you
on
can do
purpose
about it.
too. I'm not ashamed of it.
There's nothing you can do about it, people.
Cheers to speaking of the people, man. The show is for the peoples. Cheers to all of y'all out there. I see some of y'all drinking out there. Maya Baker, Pam Knox, get it in. Also, we got Breezy JJ's in the house, Lady Hazel May, Nicole H for True, Queen B. We see you. Where the fellas at? The brothers gotta they wait for the ladies come and then they like, all right, close.
They always come late.
They here.
But Savage AF, we here for you, and y'all here for us, and we appreciate y'all. And if you weren't good people, I would tell you T-face. That's flat out. Hey. But we got to check us out on the podcast version show. I just want to let you know we're doing pretty well in Kenya, but we're on all the podcast platforms, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. We are on all of these motherfuckers. Yeah. All these motherfuckers.
Get us in your ears, yo. Let us in your ear.
Right.
Ladies, let me in your ear.
We got Queen B in the house, Nicole H, Breezy JJ. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you niggas think you could do that to me, huh?
That's what it is.
You motherfuckers. So thank y'all for rocking with us.
Stacy P creeped in too. Watch out.
Stacy P creeped in.
She's right in the back though, man.
Maya, glass of wine in hand right now. Pamela,
no, she's doing it. Cheers to all y'all, man. All right, so yeah, Mondays we kind of do a quicker, faster pace one because time constraints.
That's the action music, by the way.
The screen should be spinning right now.
Well, we ain't got it like that yet, but we will soon. And so we're giving you the rundown on the run up of the run up on the rundown.
Yes, sir. Hey, we got a brand new game for you guys today, and Shang is going to introduce it to you at the end of our show today. It is Monday, January 24th,
yes,
2022. And today's Shangry is like the Dems need to play rock, paper, stab them with scissors. It's a fun game.
It's a game for the kids.
It's for everybody. Yeah. Before we get into that, though, today's Black Pedro pop-in is gonna be. I'm gonna talk about an off point guard.
Oh yeah,
one of my least favorite NBA legends.
Oh yeah, no, I you know what?
We gonna talk about it. Though. I'm gonna save that.
I'm gonna just say this before we go on with that. I ain't never liked that motherfucker.
never liked that dude, man.
Never.
Speaking of which, it was all good just a week ago, and by that I mean like 2-3 years ago when the last administration, Trumpty Dumpty, we called him Putin's anal tampon, Vladimir Putin's anal tampon. But at least Joe Biden isn't that. Joe Biden might not be perfect, but let's talk about this escalating situation with Ruskaya, Russia. That's bad black accent, Russian accent for
that was pretty good though. Actually, I'm gonna give you that.
Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, raise a glass again because the bar is open. Your boy of all people, William Below the Bar, former AG. One of Trump's Trumpty Dumpty's last AGs.
Yeah, and very renowned actor. If you look at Dino Babies,
yeah, not the mama.
Yeah, Dino Babies.
So we'll get into that, but before we get into that, again, it is Monday, 2020, January 2022. I don't know what I started with the year. I went
January 24th.
January 24th, Monday. 2022. A lot of tools going on right now.
A lot of there's a lot of a lot of
All right, so here we go. We're gonna start off today. I'm trying. Let me see if I can pull it off because it's a little hard to say, but it's a new nickname for your girl from Arizona, Shangry, and I know you like her. We can call her We can call her DINO-Barbie, but I'm gonna call her KYRSTEN CENSURE-NEMA.
Yeah,
KYRSTEN CENSURE-NEMA.
Yes,
CENSURE-NEMA. So your girl KYRSTEN CENSURE-NEMA was censured. So you see the word I'm doing, yo?
Right.
CENSURE-NEMA. Sounds like something happened. Really, a censoring is just a sort of formal public admonition, a slap on the wrist, a denouncing. I denounce you, good madam.
Right. And it's a denouncing of your fuckery and your chicanery. It is basically saying we ain't fucking with you, bitch. Okay, you can have all that shit in Washington, but here in Arizona, nigga, censure. Fuck you.
I
wish there were some people in my life I could censure, but I don't know.
So and you brought up a point of AZ. This is specific to the state. The state legislature has, or not the state, but the state Democrats, I should say, have slapped her on the wrist with this censure. Right. This sort of, bitch, who is you? We brought you in. You helped. We flipped a Republican seat, and you ain't about to party.
Right, and also what's happening right now, a lot of people in Arizona are actually starting to form coalitions to make sure that her bitch ass don't come in, and they're gonna have another Democrat come in because she's a dumb bitch, and you can see the dumb bitchness of her dumbness. And they ask her questions of what is your reason for doing this, and she just go, I don't know, I guess. Huh? Fucking stupid.
Wait,
what? Huh?
Whoa. Are you serious?
No.
But
Yeah.
no, yeah, heavyweights like Bernie Sanders himself has
He went ham on her.
well, okay, I'll let you expand on that in 1 second. I didn't see him go ham on her. What I saw
He
was
did
him
talk. He
just
talked mad shit about her.
okay. He left a window open. What I saw, what I was going to reference is just he left a window open for endorsing runoffs, and their shit isn't up until
2024.
24. Yeah,
Right,
so
but he's
but
if
like
he's
yeah,
still alive, I want that bitch. I want that bitch out of office. I don't want her here, and if she's staying here, I swear, every time I see her in their steps, I'm gonna walk up behind her and I'm gonna push her. I'm not gonna push her hard, but enough where she knows that
to get her off the roof.
Right. I'm just saying she's a whore, and I never liked her. I never liked her. I never liked her family, little blonde. But you know what? She got a nice ass. I'm gonna give you that.
Now, Maya Baker throws out here, and I appreciate this. She says this means her ability to fundraise for re-election via the Democrats has been removed. I wasn't aware of that, so
Well,
I
no,
appreciate that
I think it
tidbit.
has to be. Is it the
I'll look that
Washington
up.
censure, or is it the? Well, no, in Arizona, I guess you're right. Yeah, and that's why she's like, "What? No way."
So I guess from so if I can interpret that, properly, Maya Baker for re-election via the Democrats. So maybe on a state level, the Democrat, because this isn't the congressional body of senators on the Democratic side or censuring her. This is on the state level. So I don't know if you know the clarification for us, Maya. Chime in if you do. But if this means she can't raise money through Democrats on a state level,
right?
Specifically, as opposed to on a national or federal level. Because then she's just gonna have to turn to the dark side. They just got to run to where the money is, and that's how
Well, the thing about it is,
the Manchinima Republican
you got to
joins.
think Joe Manchin is pretty much a Republican, and he's already, I could see him leaning towards him becoming a Republican, and I think that she would do the same thing. So we got to get somebody in there to stomp a mud hole in their ass, and that's it. But yes, she the AZ. Oh wow, Maya says the AZ
Democratic Party will not endorse her for re-election. All right, cool.
And that's what Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders said the same thing.
Somebody got to stand up. God damn it!
I wouldn't give you cheese for the Whopper. That's how much you whore. I never liked you.
Is that a saying?
Every time I see you, I never liked you. I never liked you, and I wouldn't give you. Yeah, I wouldn't give you cheese on the Whopper. You piece of shit. I never. You know what? Let me tell you something about this. What's her name? Cinematic. What a piece of shit whore. She, little DINO-Barbie, thinks that she's above it all, and she's not. Because right now, the Arizona Senate or whatever, Congress or whatever the fuck they are, they said, suck our dicks. That's what they told.
Choke on it. Miss Empire said, I just don't understand. Is incompetent a prerequisite for Congress? This is getting crazy unhinged.
Yes, you can, but you can be horrible. You got to think you can be a horrible human being. You could have all this bad. I mean, look at what's her name? A silverback Marjorie Taylor Greene. What is her competence? What can she do? What legislation has she said that made any fucking sense other than her constantly trying to troll the Democrats, starting shit with the squad, actually stepping to them, talking about her and the other ratchet bitch, I'll forget her name, that wants to bring a gun on the floor.
Boebert.
Lauren Boebert. They all are full of shit. So I mean, and don't get me wrong, the Democrats got some incompetent motherfuckers too.
Well, of course, but you know what? As a party, I do believe of all Biden things that the party should lean into his questioning the other day of like, well, what are you for, Republicans, Mitch McConnell, Kevin McCarthy? Like, what do what are you for? What do you stand for? Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert. And it's going to come down to not telling the truth about American history so that white people don't feel bad.
Right.
They didn't pass the law in Florida. Well, I'm sorry. I don't think the law has passed. It's gotten through its initial
Right.
stage
Where they can't talk
in
about
Florida.
anything that makes white people feel bad.
How you gonna know what makes somebody feel bad till you say it?
Well, I mean, I know that you know they basically want to erase anything pertaining to the bad shit they did. That's what critical race theory. When they talk about critical race theory, they're always like, well, you know, we don't want the kids to feel bad. No, you don't want the kids to know the truth about your little janky ass and how fucked up y'all were in the past. But that's a DeSantis, the Satan, is one doing that.
The
And
worst.
he's the worst of the worst, but that's the one that's going to be the front runner. If it's not Trump, it's going to be DeSatan. And he's obviously fucked up royally. I mean, and right now they said that COVID, which I'm dealing with right now, I don't know if I have it, but I think I do. Is his is Florida's one of the worst states. And he's running that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a butt.
That's why I ain't taking no bookings in Miami. I might not go to a lot of bookings. I'm starting to be like, I don't know if I want to be all up in the mix with these motherfuckers. It's hard. Christine's in the building. Christine came in, guns blazing.
Bang bang. He says the white liberal only difference from the white conservative is one way. The liberal is more sneaky than the conservative.
I agree.
The one common thread I saw in there was white. So
wow.
I mean, I'm just.
But no, you know what? If you look at the way, if you look at how cinema goes about things, she doesn't answer questions. She does look befuddled and baffled. Yeah, I use both of those words back to back. Befuddled and baffled. She doesn't seem like she can answer the questions when it's asked. She says some fucking nonsensical
they're on
shit.
some bullshit. Of course, they don't. Their whole stance doesn't make sense. They have no stance.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. For? So yeah, and that's why when Biden said that, I don't know if that's going to resonate with the Democrats, and the other Democrats that are running should run on that. Like that's like, bitch, what you about? Basically, it's on some Kevin Samuels. How much do you weigh? How many kids do you have? Yes. What do you bring to the table? Because they never bring nothing to the table other than acting shitty.
Yeah. Maya Baker says the GOP is for everything that is against what liberals want. Things like care for veterans, education, and clean energy. Now, I don't want us to just focus on these two ends, like the GOP, which at this point is the far right. The party is being taken, has been taken far to the right.
Right.
And then liberals who are far to the left. But let's not forget about these who I think are the most useless in Congress right now are your moderates.
Yeah.
The people in the middle who are still trying to reach across aisles or find common grounds, especially on the Democratic side. It's like, for those people, let's not forget about them and
the Republicans,
I think their epic role in fucking up shit right now.
The Republicans
and that's your man Cinema. That's KYRSTEN CENSURE-NEMA and
oh my God, the Republicans flat out went hard to paint. They said flat out, they said once we win, we putting cases on all you motherfuckers.
All right. So
we're gonna put subpoenas on all you bitches. And
that was Newt Gingrich. Newt Gingrich said that.
But yeah, I'm saying, but you think it's a game? We gonna get your ass. And the Democrats are like, should we use our power? I'm not sure we should use our power. Fuck out of here, man. They should definitely. Like, I'm glad they're actually putting some subpoenas on some of these motherfuckers. And KYRSTEN CENSURE-NEMA and Joe Manchin should be investigated for their special interest groups that are actually propping them up. Joe Manchin should be investigated because the motherfucker got ties to coal. He should be absolute. His daughter is big with big pharma. Why aren't we fucking them over? I think we need to bend them over a pool table and give them the business.
The Build Back Better would that was part of regulating. Part of that was regulating healthcare costs and bro, we can't do that. All right, Manchin can't do that. So Pamela Nashi comes in with something interesting. I follow mostly liberals currently on Twitter, and they're sounding more and more like weirdo ass Trumpsters every day.
Pamela.
Well. You know what? You know what? You know what?
Pamela.
I don't want to
I am.
take over her shit like this, but like what I get from that is a thought that I have had the other day is that, you know what, at the end of the day, extremism is extremism. And I'm further to the left.
No.
I'm further to the left. No. Hold on. Cause like at a certain point on this show, we talk about like, you know, all right. So here's the thing.
Okay.
And this is on Netflix the other night. I believe it was on Netflix. No, HBO Max. Sorry. I watched a movie, an animated movie called Injustice.
All right.
I don't know if you guys caught this yet, but catch it. But basically, Superman goes berserk, right? It's like almost like the kid version of it. What was that one called, Shane? You know what I'm talking about? Where the kid
it was Superman, yeah, and he started
young
killing everybody.
Superman, but he went bad. Like he didn't. So this Superman, something happens and it flips him, and he's like, "Fuck this shit. We doing this shit my way, or I'm fucking everybody up." And you know, he's doing it in the name of what he thought was peace. And on the other end, you know, there ends up being an enemy who is trying to side with Superman because he's like, yeah, nigga, this is what I've been saying too.
I've been trying to tell your ass.
Yeah. So he's like, let's just kill all these niggas and start over.
Right. And you keep shooting at me with your eye lasers.
Yeah.
And these are the motherfuckers you need to shoot at.
But it like as cartoon as it was, as DC fantasy as it is, it really is representative of this ideal of extremism where it's like, listen, if you have the power to flex, how hard do you flex to get what you want before it becomes totalitarian?
But there's a difference
versus democracy. Because Superman went beast, nigga. First of all, I ain't never seen no cartoon where they put a bullet through a nigga's head and showed you the hole in the back. I was like,
I've seen that.
Or what? I'm sorry, I don't mean no cartoon. I mean a DC Marvel.
I've seen many times in DC.
I was like, yo.
Yeah, Lobo, a bunch of them I've watched because I have a son that's into that, so I watch some of that shit. And
yeah, for me, I'm just growing up.
And Nicole H, I agree. Twitter sucks because they dropped me, because they banned me because I said I was promoting violence, which I was.
You're like, I side with Superman.
Yeah, exactly. I smash them motherfuckers' heads. There's another movie there's another one on Prime where it's a Superman that's bad, and it's called Invincible. So yeah, that one's even worse, where he just decides, fuck the earth. This is my shit, and I'm fucking all you bitches, and ain't shit you can do about it. and if anybody want to step to me, I'll meet you out where I blaze you with my eyes. So no, it's called Invincible.
Every night.
Oh,
I burn this motherfucker.
All y'all getting up off the ass, or I kill everybody. No,
Wonder Woman was a beast for a while in that joint too. Like I'm telling you, Injustice. But watch it. But extremism is extremism.
No, but it's not. But there's a difference in extremism. I think the extremism on the right, the Republicans' extremism, is not as reactionary as it is just plain evil. Whereas in the Democrats' extremism is more reactionary. It's more, I'm reacting to the shit that you're doing. So I always hear that false equivalency and that whataboutism and with the Republicans and Democrats. The Democrats are a piece of their level of incompetence is definitely displayed. But let's be real, Republicans about that life. They about that like, yo, fuck all y'all. We going to hey, y'all like Crow.
At least they talk about it. At least a lot of them talk about it.
Well, they about that Jim Crow life. They about that Jim Crow life.
Speaking of Jim Crows, just a quick interlude. Maya Baker says, "What about Clarence Thomas's wife and his ties to the January 6th crew?" I'm currently doing some reading on that.
I watched about 4 different shows about that.
Good old Jenny Thomas. So we're gonna talk about it this week. And we're gonna talk about it this week.
And Coon-tastic, fucking I call him Coon-tastic. He just rolls with whatever, and he is the thing she's doing. He does implement into the fucking Supreme Court because he was the only one that didn't vote against Trump getting Trump's paperwork.
Oh yeah, no, he was
he's on
trying to
some
hide.
bitch
He was
shit.
trying to hide massive paper.
He's like, I don't want
These
him
ain't
to be upset.
These ain't your files. These massive files.
I love you as much as I love a rock in my shoe.
Hey
I don't know
man,
what that
speaking
was.
of hey, speaking of no love, we're gonna bounce to the next one. The bar is open, y'all. Put your glasses in the air. I don't mean where we live, but I do mean that man who looks like a baby dinosaur, not the mama. That is William below the bar, as we call him here. But of all people, and actually this shouldn't surprise us, he is cooperating with the January 6th, willing to sit down, talk, say what he's gonna say, but at least he shows up, he's cooperating, right? Which is most aren't doing this.
He is not only cooperating, he's playing bagpipes for these motherfuckers. He's going
I was
in.
born by a river.
Yeah, he is really singing. Yeah, he's definitely singing. And the bottom line is I think that there was a point that Trump stepped over the line with Barr, and Barr said, "Yo, I'm not going down with you, bitch." I think that's what happened with Barr.
Absolutely.
And
so
dinosaurs are aggressive sometimes.
As a two-time attorney general, but I think you hit it on the nose, saying is that he William below the bar. It went too far with January 6th. He's like, nah, I ain't doing all this shit.
I ain't fucking with y'all.
I'm out. He bounced before that. He's like, I'm good. I'm clean. I did what we got our judges through. I did what I came here to do. I'm fucking out. You guys are on some circus shit. He bounced. And off of that, I think he must have enough shit to be like, yo, you can't be fucking with me, dog. So I'm all good. Listen, I wasn't even there when this shit happened, and I told the motherfucker not to do it. But he washed his hands of all that shit. I'm not praising his actions.
No, he's still a dick.
He was just logistically and strategically wise about his ins and outs within that administration, like when he got in, when he got out, and how he played that, it was on par with diabolical.
Below the bar is absolutely positively still a piece of shit. The things he did is shit-tastic, shit-terrific.
The greatest turds of all time.
Yes, and I'm talking about he went, I'm out, I'm gone. No, I'm telling you, man. The bottom line is, he just said, Trump did so much goofy shit. Even somebody as fucked up as Barr was like, I ain't raping babies.
He's like, nigga, I know the law though. He's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all doing that other shit.
Y'all doing that other shit. I mean, shit. I don't mind taking some black people's rights away, but goddamn, raping babies. I ain't about that shit. Y'all
you could choke 12 George Floyds a day, and he's like, I'm not fucking with this stuff.
I ain't fucking with you. Yeah. But right now, Barr is one of the key people that the January 6th committee, I think, is going to use but they're still not going to convict any of these motherfuckers that's in the high ups. Trump ain't gonna go.
It's a lot of different walls. When you think about an enclosure, and that's what the legal system is trying to fence Trump within. Each wall can be different, or each part of the enclosure can be different, and there are different aspects of the legal system closing in, from the square footage of an apartment on down to
the New York
sending cracker orcs, out of Mordor and into the Highlands.
No, the New York AG is like, oh, I'm gonna get you, bitch. If I don't get you now, I'm gonna get you. You think you're free, but you ain't free. Tish about that life. But the end of the day is Barr, who was a horrible AG, and just horrible, just absolutely horrible. Double speed.
It depends.
No, I mean, if you're right wing, if you're a right wing cunt stick, of course you love him.
Who
Yeah,
doesn't
but
want
now
justice?
he knows he could get in trouble. That's why he's like, yeah,
And
he's
I know
singing
that's
now.
usually not a bagpipe song, but it's not that you
Yeah, we
couldn't do
just
it.
put that in there. It happens. You know it ain't, and you know what? It happened. People ain't nothing you can do about it.
Bagpipes
Watch.
are a weird instrument because it's like you don't like when you blow into a bagpipe, you're just filling up the bag, but the notes you're playing are being squeezed out by your elbow in the bag. So it's like
It's
your breath and the notes aren't the same, like with the like trumpet or
yeah,
clarinet or flute
it's
or
a. They
whatever.
used
Like
to do it
it just
with
looks weird
goats
if you ever
innards.
watch
That's what the initial bagpipe was made of. Goats.
goats. Are you serious?
No, goat stomachs. They would actually put pipes in goat stomachs, and that's what they would play the initial bagpipe. I don't know why I know that, but
And then everybody caught cholera, and that's how the Black Plague started.
these
Sucking
motherfuckers was
on fucking
sucking on goat
goat
stomachs.
stomachs.
It's
What
made
the
of goat
fuck?
pieces, right? Joe Works jumped in, but
Oh, where my
you know who
man?
else is made of goat pieces? Bar. Bar is made of goat pieces.
You
Look
see,
at his face.
he says it's made from
That's
goat pieces.
at least 5 goat pieces in his face.
Yeah, and I put old Billy Goat Gruff in there too.
Yeah,
So
but the
it
bottom
all
line
came
is,
together.
do you think that now I want to see what you people do you think that Barr is as far as he's going right now, because he is like just like when they said about the election, he said, nope, didn't find any corruption.
Nothing
Sorry.
wrong there, guys.
Nothing.
He said, and
Yep.
I'm out. Guys, I
Yeah,
got my check.
I'm thinking the vote,
Listen.
you pretty much lost, Trump. Sorry. Biden won. Too bad for you. Paid a nurse on the way out. Thanks a lot. I washed my hands.
Deuces.
I washed my hands and my feet of you. That's what he did. He basically did. And okay, KYRSTEN, what is he going hard in the paint today? Truth is, they don't.
If they don't lock Trump pump, he will win Pres in 2024. Remember, Uncle Dino told you. First of all, I've never had an uncle named Dino, but I appreciate you, Chris.
But I think you're right. I think that he will win because they've rigged, and they talk about the Democrats rigging shit.
Well,
they've rigged so much shit pertaining to the 2022 election. Come on, man. They gonna cheat. Cheaters.
Well, but let's not ignore Chris's if though. The if is if they don't lock him up. And I'm honestly, I think there is a
chance,
a decent percentage chance wise that Trumpty Dumpty could go down for something legally. His organization.
You really
him
think
personally.
so?
We just said Letitia James on his ass. What you think she doing?
No, but not
Man,
just
she
her.
She done passed up on a governor run. You got Cy Vance as well. You got Georgia. Whoa, yeah. Her name is leaving me right now.
The Supreme Court down there was like, oh no, we gonna definitely do some shit with you.
Well, the AG down there as well in Georgia, a black woman. I'm sorry, her name is leaving me right now. If anybody knows it, chime in. But she is also on his ass about them calls with Raffensperger. You know what I mean? And him trying to get one more vote than Joe Biden had. I just don't even understand the logic that a one vote win would be more legitimate than an 11,779 vote win. Like how?
But no,
that
but you know what though?
Sense.
But if you listen to what he said before he asked for the votes, he pretty much threatened him. It was like these veiled threats. So it's not just asking for the votes, that corruption. He's like, it's almost like racketeer. Like, hey, I just need you to know that the drop boxes, you're the one that let them go. So if you don't, maybe we visit your daughter at the college campus, huh? Raffensperger. Maybe we come over to where your wife works on Tuesdays at 3:00 when she's getting her nails done. You know what the fuck I mean?
Yeah, and exactly. So, and Maya Baker brings up like if you can't be a convicted felon and be president.
Yes, you can.
Even if you've already been.
They will let Trump run anyway. I think they will.
Who's the they? Because we parted the day.
The Republicans, the Democrats will be like, well, we can't. He was a sitting president. Because they say that shit all the time. We can't. Well, look what they did with the impeachments. We can't really go after a sitting president. What about the sitting president?
The Democrats did.
The Democrats did. The Republicans didn't.
Yeah, of course. They're not going to. No. Yeah. But it's not completely up to them, to be honest. So really at this point, all of this is in, well, not all of this, but things like this are in the DOJ's lap, Merrick Garland's lap. Yes, sir. They denied you your seat on the Supreme Court, but now you are the Attorney General, the top cop,
Right.
The number one law enforcement officer in
Right.
the nation.
You know, I have to
You
say
should be.
that.
You should. Mark Meadows should be brought in at this point.
Right. You're the
Jailed
number one.
for.
You're the number one ace boon coon. We need you to make sure that you come through and just like you would do with Pedro, because I know Pedro got a couple cases pending right
Hey
now.
man, if I ain't
Hey,
in the
hey,
same spot at the same time, then
I'm just saying. But
I
I'm
keep it
saying
moving, bro.
look how hard they
I
were
gotta
going to
go.
paint. They, I can't even get a fucking gun.
Man on the run. All right, but well, at least Barr isn't running, and that's a thing. But for those who have run, like Mark Meadows has been found in contempt of this congressional subpoena.
What's the disheveled dude's name? He's basically he's the architect behind it. He always looked like he ain't never combed his
No, I know you're
face.
talking. He wears 2 shirts and shit,
I
and the
can't remember.
long hair.
He has the long hair. Anybody in the feed, help me out. He always they did the
Fucking
same thing
A.
with him. I can't
And
remember his
I
name.
want to say Stephen Miller, but that's the other dude with the
Stephen
bald
Miller's
head.
the other
No,
Gollum,
yeah,
creepy dude.
he's Gollum.
He's Gollum. He's the one.
God damn it.
My
Bannon,
yeah. Bannon, yes.
There we go.
Bannon was like, fuck y'all. I ain't
It's
saying
the
shit.
Steve that fucked me up. I was like,
Yeah.
It's not Steve Miller, it's Steve Bannon. Thank you, Pam Knox. All right, so let's keep it pushing because
Maya might give me a weapon.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, I can't borrow one of Pedro's because Pedro will get in trouble. So
no, ain't no
I don't want it. Yeah.
Nigga. First of all, the worst borrow ever would be a gun borrow. This nigga.
Can I have a cup of sugar?
Come back with a body, 3 bodies on it. Like, here you go, man. Thanks.
Come on, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you letting me use this for a while, bro. Hey, man, thanks for the cup of sugar too. The cup of sugar, and can I borrow some bullets?
Nigga.
What?
Ain't no gun borrow, nigga.
They ain't no gun borrow. Like if you borrow a gun, you trying to set a nigga up.
Nigga, don't bring that back. Just do not bring that fucking back. Okay.
And you can tell him I loaned the gun to him. I didn't know he was gonna kill everybody at CBS.
Yeah. And then I took it back and tucked it right back. All right, man. It was all good just a week ago. And by a week, I mean like
so nasty. That's you're the one that came up with this. I thought I'd say some disgusting shit. That's just disgusting.
What? It's all
the
good
fact
just a week ago. Oh, the anal tampon part. That's what you had. Oh, you got to the end. Sorry, I was still at the first part of the sentence. But oftentimes we've called. I'll claim that. I've called Trumpty Dumpty. Vladimir Putin's anal tampon. He lived in the man's ass. He loved it back there. But it's not that he was fucking Putin, right? Because he is micro.
I don't know about that, bro.
No. Putin was ramming him from the back, really. But Putin would just then lodge him up his asshole whenever he wanted to, just make him say whatever or do it. I don't know. It was just he was a plaything for Putin.
Well,
we saw
Trump. Trump was definitely
he definitely bitched out, and sunned him so many times,
and he sunned him for sure
on the world stage.
Well, no, Putin did have his hand up his ass.
Yeah, he's up there. But Biden, maybe I should flip it and say that Putin was Donald Trump's anal tampon, and he was just in Donald Trump's ass the whole time. Either way, they're both tools and shithead white guys. But Donald Trump was clearly his bitch, Putin's bitch, and Biden is basically clearing out the embassy in Kyiv.
And right now,
in the Ukraine. And for those who don't know, what we're building up to is that Russia is on the. It looks like they're on the verge of invading Ukraine. Now I know for all my niggas in Detroit and south side of wherever and on the east side of whatever, like it might not make you be like, what the fuck this got to do with me? Well, listen, it's a lot of black and brown people and people of color in the fucking service. Okay. Joe Biden has called up 8,500 troops to a ready status in and around Europe, so that they can be ready to move in. And a physical war with Russia would be a crazy thing. I don't think
the reason I think they are going to go to war is because Putin has been loading massive amount of troops on the border of the Ukraine. He's not like, they tell him, man, we're going to throw sanctions on you. I don't give a fuck. And he keeps loading people in. So that's why I think that the United Nations needs to step up and they need to do it. No matter what, Putin don't give a fuck, right? You saw how he treated Trump and he's like, get on the back of, I don't know why. Well, that was a hard.
They should switch the photos. They should switch the faces in that photo. Right? Because it's really like Putin was really in Trumpty Dumpty's ass. Like he what do you call that shit?
Well, Putin, but Putin is not
cockled him.
Yeah, but you know what? Putin is not, because he's an evil man, and he used to be part of the service that went out and killed people. So he is definitely not. But Biden is stepping up. Like, I will fuck you up. I will fuck you up. I don't know if his head does that, which that'd be dope. But right now, Biden at least is showing some mettle. He's at least saying, yo, fuck that, man. You do this shit, we gonna do that shit. So I ain't your anal tampon. I ain't gonna let you just do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And the people in Ukraine are so scared. Some of them are like, hey, America, you overreacting. No, we're not overreacting. Is we though? Is we really? But Biden has been going hard in the paint. I'm not going to act like he's been softy soft on him. He's like, come on, give me a break here. Come on. What is it? Remember that? What was that in Raw? When the Italian get, come on.
You just saw Rocky.
Yeah, hey, little white man, you must have just saw Rocky.
Miss Adverb said, what she say here? She said Biden will threat to flex his numbers up, but Russia, we don't want that smoke. Now, here's the other thing.
I disagree.
Well, so I mentioned like a physical war with them would be crazy, but I mean, aren't these the election hack? I mean, we get there's probably some Russian hack in this motherfucking feed right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, we've had a couple of those.
They've been playing the cyber game tough. Everybody phone blow up in their face at the same time or some shit.
Right. Or you touch a doorknob and it has poison on it.
Havana syndrome at the
all kind of
Super Bowl.
Shit. But the bottom line is, at least Biden is showing way more fucking, and I'm gonna use this word, and it's an old white word.
Give it.
Gumption.
Gumption. I knew you, nigga. I knew he was gonna say gumption.
He's showing some. Come on.
Might.
Yeah.
some umps.
So and he's at least
he said gumption.
I was waiting for it. You know how long I've been waiting to use that word?
Whoa,
do y'all know in the feed how long I've been waiting to use gumption?
That's it. We'll call that the Jolodex.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just of words that we're gonna use.
Gumption. At least, and he did say that first they said they were gonna put sanctions on him, which actually will hurt them. When you look at the way America does it, and also the United Nations, but
45% of Russia's economy is based on their like oil export. So if you cut that off,
you
can't cut you. The oligarchs, man, the oil oligarchs.
But I'm saying that, yeah, that's right, y'all. In the feed, I said gumption. Fuck with your boy. No, but at the end of the day, if you look at how Biden's been least saying shit back to him, saying, "No, I'm not going for that bullshit." Okay, I'm not going for that bullshit, and I think that that's good. And all of these people that are on the fence, at least voting wise, will see that you got to. Maybe he's been incompetent in a lot of other ways, but pertaining to this, he has been pretty on point. He's been pretty on point because the way they've been going about it.
Christine, you're an asshole. He said, "Am I fighting COVID because it looks like I'm drinking pee? This is fine champagne from Champagne."
Well, I'm drinking water.
Yeah, there's water in there too.
Hey, am I fighting COVID? I might be. I'll find out in about an hour.
Now, I don't know. You know, between Maya Baker and Miss Adverb, I don't know who. Maya Baker's like, Russia don't want that smoke, because it would be them against the world. I get that. But Miss Adverb is like, we don't want it with Russia. So, yeah.
I disagree.
Either way.
I think that we got a bunch of crazy military people here that are like chomping at the bit. Like, man, I want to use this. What does this do? I want to fucking boom. I want to shoot this. Hey, man, what rocket is that? Fuck it, let's shoot it. Boom. That's what I think they do. Yeah, I think that Americans and all these redneck white boys that love violence and love to fucking conflict.
Be an American.
They've been waiting, and Russia's been our enemy for so long. I've been waiting to go over there and start some shit. Let's go, buddy.
Hey, well, you know what? Speaking of those guys, as we move on, because I'm gonna do that because I got to keep pushing. But yeah, speaking of those dudes, them guys, I got one for you. And as I bring it to you, I'm gonna bring it to you like this.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin', man. Shut up. All right, man. So listen.
I don't know what the fuck that was just.
Shut up, man. Mid to late 80s, started watching basketball as a kid. Detroit Pistons. Bad boys. Blah, blah, blah. I'll fast forward a bit. Jordan ended up being, their greatest rival beyond the Lakers.
I think it was Jordan more.
And the Celtics were a huge rival for those squads. But there is this, Jordan's legacy is tied to the Pistons.
Absolutely.
He had to get through those guys in order to get to where he got. Fast forward to, I believe it's 1992. The United States is has decided to allow professional basketball players, NBA players, onto the Olympic squad. The Dream Team is what it was called.
Right.
I believe it was 92. Yeah. As a result of the beef, rivalry, competitiveness of the Pistons Bulls series, Isaiah Thomas was not chosen. One of the greatest point guards of all time was not chosen for that Olympic team. Instead, a white man named Jonathan Stockton was chosen for that team. Not only because of that, but because I just believe he was one of the most boring point guards ever. He just had a big Negro named Karl Malone who could barrel down the lane and he could pass to, and he hit a good shot every now and then and didn't turn it over. And okay, whatever, fuck it. But I've hated John Stockton for years, and now it is validated fully by his alma mater. John Stockton is a pussy. Say it for me, Maya Baker. I'm trying to stay in my gentleman mode, but fuck that. I hate that fucking ass jackal. But it is all it's prophecy has been fulfilled.
Right.
He really is an ass knuckle because his alma mater, and trust me, at this point he is still like the best player to ever come out of Gonzaga University, which is now a storied basketball program. But Jonathan Stockton has had his season tickets revoked from the Gonzaga because
hey, Pedro, tell him why. Tell him why, man.
Because he's anti-vax and excuse me as I sneeze, anti-mask, right? Anti-vax, anti-mask. Doesn't want to wear his mask in the stadium or in the arena to watch the games, and therefore has had his fucking tickets removed.
He also lied too. You got to put that in there too. He lied.
Oh, did he as well?
Yeah, he said over 110 players have died from COVID.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. In addition to that, spreading
bullshit.
Vaccination lies. So he's anti-science, anti-brains, and to be honest, as far as other NBA point guards, and especially Isaiah Thomas at the time, anti-skill. Yeah, I'm talking to you, ass jackal. Yeah, you knuckle fuck.
But okay, but the thing about
donkey.
it is, we know that Isaiah Thomas didn't get that because they needed a white boy. Let's be real. Let's be honest. I don't know.
Jordan was dead set against playing with Isaiah Thomas and was threatening to not be on the team, to not be on the dream team if they picked up fucking Isaiah Thomas. And we know this, man.
But
don't lie to me, Shang.
There was nobody else they could have picked.
That was Isaiah Thomas's spot, except Michael Jordan did not want him on that team. So
I saw the documentary on Michael Jordan. I don't like that motherfucker either. I didn't like Michael Jordan, and Pippen just said I was as good as Jordan. And then I watched some footage. Pippen was a monster. I don't know why people be sleeping on him, but I think it was also white boy shit. I think it was.
Yeah. The main point being, he is an off point guard at this point, right? He is off point. He's not on point. He's not running the show. John Stockton don't know a goddamn thing. So please do not get your science, vaccination, pandemic advice from a slow ass, hoe ass former NBA point guard.
Okay? Hey, watch your tone there, Mr. Nigger Pedro.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Well, no, I didn't. I told him before we were even doing the show. I said I never liked that. I ain't never liked that motherfucker. But the bottom line is what he's doing now, because so many people listen to him. He's that misinformation shit is actually causing problems. Showing up without a mask and shit like that. It's fucking up a lot of shit. So I'm glad they took away his,
Yeah, season tickets, man. And let's make examples of these people. You know what I mean? Like fuck that shit. And don't get me started on Jordan, y'all. All right, I'm trying to stay focused.
Yeah,
I got y'all, man. I see y'all. All right, Shang, I'm gonna pass it to you as we get up out of here, bro.
Well, you know what? We can use this twice.
Fuck John Stockton.
I'd say John Stockton is an anal tampon too.
Yeah, there you go.
If we're gonna use it, might as well use the graphic once.
Hey man, use it on up.
Use it on up.
Well, use it on up.
Yeah, Jordan was a dick. We know that. But speaking of dicks, not that I'm pro dick. I'm just saying there's some
pro my dick.
Yeah, my dick. I'm definitely like, if there was an election, there'd be one vote, and it'd be for my dick. I mean, I don't know, but and I pull that lever more than y'all know. Oh,
Ayo, ballot box.
Ballot box. Oh shit. But no, I really do think it's time to play a new game, and I think the game needs to be a little bit more aggressive, and that's how I feel about it. I know y'all never heard of this game. It's called Rock, Paper, Stab. Stab him. What's this? No, it is really. It's like, when you do the rock, paper, and then you have some actual scissors, then you stab them. And I think that bottom line is right now, I think the Democrats need to play that way. I don't know what this is, but
because those aren't even. At first, I thought those were VR goggles, like virtual reality shit.
No, those are just.
I think those are just skiing goggles, homie.
Those are skiing goggles, right?
With some Beats by Dre and a fucking paring knife.
I think that the Democrat,
That's
the
not even
Democrat,
VR.
I know it's just he just has them on.
He's just
I
out
think
his
that
shit.
the Democrats need to use all of the information we got pertaining to the Republicans to start shredding these motherfuckers. We need to start shredding these motherfuckers and stop with the. I don't even know where I found
That's
this
a
one either.
fantastic. That's a fantastic film, man.
Yeah,
Honestly.
but y'all don't. People were like, "What is that movie?" But no, I
Edward
really do think
Scissorhands.
we need to start going hard in the paint and murking these motherfuckers. We need to. We need them. We need to. We start. We need to start.
You mean politically?
No, I don't mean politically.
No, wait.
I think we need to start scaring the shit out of them, going hard to paint, and scaring them too, because they always roll up on us, and they already said they're gonna fuck us over anyway. So we need to play rock, paper, stab. That's what we need to do. We need the Republicans to understand that every time you try to fuck with us, we're gonna fuck with you. All right, we're gonna fuck with you. That's what we're gonna do. Fucking. Got to shut up. God, fuck you. All right, so I don't. That's a little violent, a little bit violent, but a little bit mild. They're fat. That's a lot of speedy stabbing
For their age, yeah.
Or if we don't do stab, I think we need rock, paper, throat punch. That's either one.
Rock, paper, gorilla.
Gorilla. I think I like
just throw a gorilla at them.
Just a gorilla at them. Just they walk into their office and just throw a gorilla in there and close the door. And Biden needs to be more gorilla than he is now. I think that the fact that he is speaking up a little bit too late, but we need to stay on that track because 2022 is going to be one of the worst elections for Democrats in the history of elections. I think it's going to be a horror show because the GOP is doing all kind of. Tim Burton's another racist asshole.
Speaking of horror shows, I didn't either, but god damn it, what can we watch in America? We just got to make our own shit. That's why Tyler Perry did so well.
Wow.
And then he just had to use racist tropes to make the money, but it's okay.
Well, I didn't know Tim Burton was, but I know that we can't let them get off the hook for January 6th. We need to stay on it. Biden needs to talk that shit more. I think the Democrats need to talk that shit more. I think some of these Democrats, Manchin and Cinema, need to be stabbed by a little girl when they're not looking. I think that they both need to stab. And in conclusion, I know you're probably saying, why do you always revert to violence? Because apparently trying to talk to them,
America.
trying to be moderate and talk to them and ask them, why are you racist? Why are you trying to take my vote away? Why are you trying to do this? It's not working. The bias shit is not working. The meet them middle way is not working. So I don't know what y'all think, but I think the Dems need to go harder in the paint. I been saying this for like 6 months. They need to go harder in the paint. I want to know what you guys think about it, but I really do think they need to just start being just as dirty and conniving and low down. I need them to show pictures of Manchin with little boys, even if you got to Photoshop them in there or special effects, and have R. Kelly music playing in the background. R. Kelly and on the shit. Right, and in the TV, Bill Cosby. I want by any right. We need it.
On Jeffrey Epstein's plane.
Exactly.
With Ghislaine Maxwell as the fucking.
We're being too soft with these Democrats. We're being too soft for the Republicans. We're being too soft, and that our AG has been too soft by any means necessary.
This is the first comment I've seen from AJ Fit today. Violence works. He the biggest motherfucker in here. So, all right, guys, we're good.
We're good. Hey, make sure we got that off our chest. And you know what? And I will be there for you, Uncle Stabby, because sometime a motherfucker needs to be stabbed. That's my Uncle Stabby. Y'all gonna see when that movie comes out. I hope you all go see it. It's The Adventures of Uncle Stabby, and it's from him as a child when he first got his first little pocket knife, all the way up to when he becomes a man and he's stabbing people for real, and he's fighting the covert people called the Karens. You'll see the movie come out. Y'all gonna be like, "Wow, this movie is really good." Uncle Stabby is my hero.
And then we're gonna do the prequel, which is the Diary of Cousin Slappy.
Right. Where
it started with hands.
It started with hands and it elevated to it like an old black man. Here's your first pocket knife. Thank you. And then,
For whittling.
yeah,
White folks.
We're going to hell. Make sure that you follow us if you get a chance.
I was born in hell. You were simply adapted it.
I was born in the dark.
I was
born. I don't know. That's so funny when I see people like lifting weights or running and they hear the music come in. I was born in the dark. You simply adapted to it. All right, but that movie's good though. Make sure you check us out on the IG at Black Pedro.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
And make sure you follow me at Comedian Shang. Pedro. Like us. Like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. if I'm okay. If I'm not in the hospital. No, I'm good.
You all right, man?
I feel okay. Right, a little bit. I got this growth on my shoulder. Aside from that,
you growing wings, bro.
Yeah, I'm good. But we will be back 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Tell your friends. Our subscriptions have gone up, and without you, we would be nothing. AJ Fit ate 2 steaks, some shrimp with the sweet potatoes. I have no idea what that's about.
No, because he I was like, oh, my first comment I saw from him was violence works. He's like, no, I've been here. I've just been eating. And then I saw Breezy JJ said, what's on the menu? And he ate looks like a third of a cow.
Wow.
Half the sea, and then Idaho.
Wow. Well, this is what we're gonna do. When we come back tomorrow, make sure you tell your friends 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and make sure to tell all your friends to subscribe to the channel, because that's how we do it. We're looking to try to get 1 trillion followers by middle of March. So we need you.
So close, dog.
So close. So we will see you then tomorrow. And remember,
6 p.m.
Remember, PST. Tell them, man.
Do what you do, but keep your finger out your nose.
Bam.